Right. Post-match press conference with Captain Craig Brathwaite and fast bowler Shamar Joseph. As usual, Barrett looks like he wants to open bowling. So we'll go to Barrett first.
Craig Brathwaite, you've been playing Test cricket for 13 years. You rarely show any emotion. But can you just show some emotion first and talk about just what that means to you?
It means everything. I mean, from playing and watching, the legend who's obviously here, Brian Lara, and playing in Australia and stuff, and a place where we haven't won in a while, in a long number of years, and to come and with this young group, 7 uncapped players, is nothing but amazing and special. Nothing but amazing and special.
You spoke about the legends of the game, and every time your team comes, there's always talk of nostalgia. But to see them break down and cry, Carl Hooper, Brian, Ian Bishop, all of them in tears, just kind of tells you what it means, not just to this team, but the whole West Indies and to world cricket, I guess.
Yeah, it means a lot. Everyone loves West Indies, and for us to come and do it against #1 team in the world here in Australia is amazing. But it just shows that this group, once you have the belief, and you play with some heart, we can do anything.
Did you know that you have a freak genius in your side when this guy came into the team?
From speaking to him, I knew he was special. He's a very confident guy. And today was a prime example. He told me, I'm not putting down this ball till the last wicket falls. And this is a guy that had an injury on his toe. I mean, that's just hard. That's just hard.
Craig, do you remember when you first came across Shamar?
Yeah, I mean, I met Shamar for the first time probably a couple of weeks ago. That was the first time I saw him play a couple of first class games, but I officially met him and spoke to him on this tour. And as I said, just from speaking to him, I knew he was special. He was just confident, and you can see he always has that self-belief, always. So he's a star.
Did you mention Rodney Hogg at the presentation? What was that about?
I mean, obviously, he expressed himself how he felt about us as a group. So we just wanted to let him know that we heard him, and I think we planned well as a group. Obviously, we went out and did well, but we saw his words, and that was an extra motivation for us as well.
Does that say a lot about the pride you have in West Indies cricket and your own selves as well, that you weren't just going to take that laying down what he said?
Yeah, for sure. I mean, playing Test cricket obviously is never an easy thing to do, and winning Test matches. But if you have guys disrespecting West Indies and West Indies cricket, and us as players are playing, it's hurtful. It's hurtful. So for us to come and do it, it was great. As I said, we just won one Test match. So this is a new beginning for us, and we know have work to do.
Shamar, how does it feel to be the most loved cricketer in the world at the moment?
Well, it's amazing. I can explain it, to be fair, but as I said earlier, having people that believe in you, and that gave me a lot of confidence moving forward in this second Test match. Obviously, when I met the captain, Craig Brathwaite, as he said, we met on this tour, and he's really amazing. I must say that having a captain like this that doesn't know much about you, just watching you play first class cricket, and that could believe in you. That's all that I say. Just give me the ball. I tell him play. I'm not coming off. So even if he want me to come off, I wouldn't have come off. So I just want to make him proud. I think I did make him proud and happy that bring this series to 1-1. I think that I would always stick by his side, knowing that he believed in me.
You spoke about the confidence your teammates and your captain had given you. What was Craig and your teammates saying to you during that spell, or even just before that spell?
Craig was like, "How are you feeling, buddy? How are you feeling?" I said, "I'm fine. Are you sure?" I said, I'm not coming off. No matter what you do, I'm not coming off. So he just keep believing. He said, all that he trying to tell me, he said, just keep going, buddy. Just keep going. Just keep going. Azari come to me, say the same thing. Take that pain, put it and get the wickets. That all that you need. And I tell him that I would do it for him and the team. And having a great sir right there standing, Brian Charles is amazing to do this in front of him. Ian Bishop and Sir Carl Hooper. It's amazing.
You just said you didn't think you were going to bowl at all this morning. Is it you weren't going to come off, but you also didn't think you were going to get on there. Is that right?
Yeah, to be fair, how I was feeling last night, I was on my bed in terrible pain. To be fair, I didn't even get to sleep till like 3, 4 o'clock in the morning. So around like 11:30, Dr. Byam called me and said that, bro, I need you at the ground. I said, to be fair, I'm not feeling well, but I would just come and support the guy same way. I get to the ground, Dr. Byam give me some tablet. I don't know what kind of tablet it is, but I just drink it. But it works. It actually worked for me, and you know, as I said earlier, going out there to pick up 8 wickets, to just get 154 runs against a great team like Australia, that's amazing. You know, and bowling with Shamar Joseph and Shamar Joseph, I don't want any other better feelings and support like this. I think this my second test match, and I feel like I played 100 test match so far. Being in a great young and amazing team like this, having a skipper that has so much experience, you know, he's a great leader. He always keeps his head up no matter how the situation of the game is. He's just there to keep believing and keep supporting his players in whatever they want to do.
What was your thoughts when you came into bowl, what ended up being the final delivery of the game? It was down to single figures. Steve Smith had just ramped to 6 in the over before. What were you thinking as you ran into bowl that ball?
I wasn't even thinking about the boundary, to be fair. I just want to get the last wicket. That was important for me. You know, obviously they would look to play shots to get the runs down as early as possible, try, you know, execute it in all different ways. But I wasn't bothered because I know. I tell him earlier, I say that I will do this for you. I will do this for you and the team and for myself. You know, so he believed in me. You know, he tell me that just back yourself. His word was, Steve Smith wasn't going to get our strike. I was happy that he get our strike. To both his wood, 2 ball delivery to his wood. I know that either one I would got him in that over. So you know that gave me a lot of boost and confidence from my great skipper here.
Can you remember the few moments after the stump flew out the ground? Can you remember what happened straight after?
I cannot remember anything. All I can remember that I just ran all the way to the boundary, and you know all of my teammates were behind me, the management staff were there, you know, and I can't remember anything, to be fair. Although I know that I'm really happy and I'm really proud of the team and the captain. I just want to shout out to him. He's right here, and I'm really happy to play cricket with him. Never dreamed that I've been here today playing test cricket with him.
Shamar, can you just talk us through with your toe, like what sort of work was done on it, painkillers, etc. To try to get it, I guess, mobile enough to be able to bowl?
Yeah, well, this morning Doc actually cleaned it, yeah, and he gave me some tablets, so I'll drink a tablet before I go out, and then during the game he come to the boundary and he gave me 2 other tablets, and they just keep working for me, even though it was really hurting me that bad. It's actually bleeding at this point, but to be fair, I wasn't even studying about it that much. All I was studying to make a great history in Australia here. You know, after years, never beat Australia in Australia here. So, I mean, this win for us is really important. And I think this is just the beginning for us, you know, to move forward and to do great things for West Indies cricket.
So, Shamar, you started the day with McCaskey's shirt on your back. Did somebody have to go back to the hotel?
Yeah. Well, as I said this morning, I wasn't expecting to play. So all I just come with my training kit to just watch on. So when the skipper come to me this morning, he was like, you ready? You're starting this morning. I was like, what? I didn't even come in any clothes, you know. So I just give a shout out to Darius quick, and Dari was there too. Dari say, can you please go and get his clothes quick? I was in the dressing room. I don't want to talk about this part, but I was in the dressing room, my shoes on, bare boxers, and my hat. I was just waiting for my clothes to come just to push it on, because I know that my skipper need me out there. So it was amazing to go out there and do this for my team.
You spoke about all the pain you were in. Did you at some point think maybe I shouldn't run all this while after taking every wicket?
Well, I think the pain was just off then. You know, after getting that last wicket, I didn't feel anything, to be fair. I just ran as fast as I could to get to my, the management staff, and the team was behind me, and it was just pure joy knowing that, as I must mention it again, to do this in front of the great ones, it's amazing. And I know they will be proud of us and continue to support us while moving forward in all test match coming forward.
Craig, there has been obviously growing concern about the future of test cricket in the West Indies. What does this mean to people of the Caribbean? What will it do for test cricket in the Caribbean?
Well, it shows them that we have it, and I do believe we should be playing more test cricket more consistently. Obviously, it's tough to our next test game also is July 10th, which is a long while away. So I believe we have the talent, and it shows the world that we are going to be competitive and win test matches. But we need more cricket, and that's my cry. I always believe the more you play, especially when it's close together, you learn, as batsmen and as bowlers. So I hope this is a message, for whoever it may be, that we need more test cricket.
Craig, along similar lines, Shamars are probably going to get some offers now from T20 teams around the world. What would your advice be to him? Is there a balance that he can strike, playing T20 cricket while still representing the West Indies? Where do you see that?
Yeah, it's a balance. Look at Shamar Joseph. He's in IPL, and one thing I would say, he has a lot of heart for test cricket, and he wants to be here. Today he was tired, and he still came in those last 2 hours, at the tail. So yeah, just the right balance. Once you have the love for this game and for this hard test cricket, once you have the right balance, I think that's key.
Shamar, on that note, are you prepared to take less money as it stands, given the West Indies, to keep playing test cricket, given how much you seem to enjoy it, and given how the riches that probably do await you on the T20 second if you choose that way?
This is always my dream. I must say, to play test cricket for the West Indies. I'm actually live here, and I'm not afraid to say this. There will be times that T20 might come around, test cricket will be there. And I will say this live. I would always be available to play for the West Indies, no matter how much money it takes or come towards me. So I will always be here to play test cricket.
Shamar, you had a conversation with Pat as you were going to the presentation. He said that he was just chatting to you a bit about your success. What was the conversation like from your
he was like, he's really impressed. Seeing someone in their second test match, and he have never really eyewitnessed this, this kind of performance, and he was impressed by the pace, bowling 149 with a small, speechy guy like me. It's not. He was really impressed. I take those few words from him, and it's really right in my head here. I just want to keep pushing forward and moving forward and play a lot of test cricket for the West Indies.
Craig, whenever West Indies win like this, there's always talk of this is the return of West Indies cricket and all of that. How important is it to just stay in the moment and celebrate this test win for what it is?
Yeah, I think it's very important. I think as a group, what we have to do now, we gotta win, amazing. When we go back home, we have to keep this same mentality towards preparation. As I said, it's obviously tough playing test cricket far apart. But when we get back home, we go and play first-class cricket, play for our islands. Be examples, be leaders. Don't get success and then slacken off. And that's how we will keep pushing ourselves. Because when you come play test cricket, you're playing against the best in the world. So the key is for us never to slack off and have heart. And obviously this team has a lot of heart. And my thing for the guys is, we did well, but this is just one test win. And we have, a number of test matches remaining this year, about 7 or so. So it now begins. But this same sort of attitude, the same type of planning we had, it has to continue. You can't slacken off.
And Shamar, after the Adelaide test, you said you wanted to put a picture of you and Steve Smith or you getting him out on the wall. Are you spoiled for options? Like, is there
any? Well, looking at Steve Smith today, I think he played excellently and played well. But I must say, I'm so happy that I did this once again, knowing that he's in the crease. He tried his best to, bring home the game for his team, but there's always opposition. So going out there and do it while he's in the crease is really amazing. So I would still take that picture and put it on my wall. That I would always remember these moments, and I would always be happy.
You need a bigger wall, basically.
Yeah, yeah, I would do that myself. Yes.
Thanks.
Cheers. Thank you.